To the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Looking to throw right away is Watson. Caught here by Bell. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. On first down, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 27. First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, here's Watson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw is Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, Can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there at one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he's got it to about the 40. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Burrow on play action. With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle made down at the 33. Now Burrow. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now Zach throwing back in the other direction. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll give it to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
The Browns drive about to get started. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here's Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Watson now to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And that is taken in by Njoku. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Right back to Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are once again back in front. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
13. Bengals 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Faking the give. Now Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Again, it's Watson on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase. And he'll be stopped right there at the 31. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 31 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
It's second and 8.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. McPherson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Mixon with a first down carry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they go play action now. Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Burrow on play action. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes, right side. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Burrow on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Watson now on second down. Steps away to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Way back at the 19 now. What do they have here on third and goal? And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
A 54-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that'll keep this a 9-point game. The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 21 yards away. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's second and 10. throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Mixon diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And Charles is able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And no time now.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Set. 9.
On first down, Watson. Is caught out left by Bell. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down. To throw is Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now it's Watson. And he's got to hook up to Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's Watson. Rolling to his right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Browns on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Able to find Higgins. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
11 coming.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Almost ran past you.
Only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss. Instead, just a fumble, though they will have to punt it there.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Nick Chubb stops short, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon will try the right side. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Touchdown! Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. This is 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Here's Watson. Completes to Njoku.
Just too many short underneath throws. They've got to get the ball downfield.
And in a hurry. To throw, Watson. He's got ball. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Watson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Watson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. On 3rd down, Mixon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.